Samsung has 3 new wearables in 2024, and I'm here to show you all 3, starting off with the Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra. Great product. I've had it for about 3-4 weeks. There's a little catch to that. I'll talk about that very soon. Then we got the Galaxy Buds Pro 3. These things are awesome. I did a full review on those. Really love the product itself. Great sound quality. When you're talking on the phone with somebody, they pick up your noise. You're talking very well. Very happy with this product. Love this. And then we got the Galaxy Ring. This thing is awesome. Case looks beautiful. LED lighting in there. It tells you how much of the battery you have left with the LED light that goes around in a circle. This fits on my index finger. 3 new products from Samsung, wearables here that are awesome in 2024. Come with me, let's dive into it. I've got them all right here for you. I'm Brent, and this is EV and Tech Life. We're gonna start off with this watch here, the Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra. Great product itself here. The catch that I was talking about earlier was this is my second watch from Samsung. The first watch I had, I still have it. I'm still waiting on this. I've had this watch for 3 days. I've charged it once already. The one I had before, I did a reset on it and the battery life was terrible. I was getting 1 day charging on the battery. This one here, I'm still waiting to charge it again. I might make it till tomorrow morning, but I've got to test this one watch out. This battery here is doing a lot better than the last watch that I had. I did troubleshooting with Samsung, but Samsung did send me out another watch. Of course, I had to pay for it, but I'm gonna return the other watch I have. Again, same thing. So I did say I had 2 watches with the Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra. These are them. This was my first watch. I had it for about almost 2 weeks. And then I did talk to Samsung. I did some troubleshooting with this. I was getting only about 1 day of battery life with this. I charge it, say at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'd have to charge it at 10 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes 8 o'clock in the morning the very next day. Again, always on display was off. I had a lot of the other features basically at default, but I did not have it on power saving mode. I didn't want to do that. I didn't have my Watch Classic 6 on power saving mode, and that lasted me a full day, and I thought maybe I'd get a little bit more battery life out of this. I did a reset on this before they ended up coming up with the software update. And after the software update, I was still getting the same battery life on there, and I was not very happy with the battery life. So I don't know if something's wrong with this battery itself. I did diagnostic, I called Samsung, talked to the tech support, all that. So that's how I ended up getting another watch. Of course, I had to pay for this watch here. When I return this, I'll get the credit on this, but Samsung did work with me. So far, I'm getting, I charged this thing at 8 o'clock yesterday, and I got about 37% left, and that says about 14 hours. You know, that's probably not accurate, but this watch for the battery itself is handling a lot better than what this watch here was. So I'm not doing any heavy exercising. I don't have the always on display on, so I don't know if there was something wrong with that watch, but this one here is doing a lot better. I'm gonna get about 2 full days out of it. So for me, that's definitely worth it, because my Watch 6, I would have probably a full day with the Watch 6. As of the making of this video here, the Galaxy Watch 7 Ultra is starting at $649.99, but I always do a trade-in, so I get do the pre-orders, get the best buys on this. I will be trading in my Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. I'm gonna be missing the bezel, and the biggest concern that I had I'm a huge fan of that bezel, okay? A really classic look, everything else. But the watch here, this has a little lip to it. It also, when you go ahead and rotate the digital bezel, it actually vibrates a little bit. And there's actually a sound that you can activate to have it make a little clicking noise as well. But it's not that loud. I mean, you have to actually have it real close to your ear to actually hear it. You can activate that. I wish Samsung would make that a little bit louder as a feature, but do I really miss the classic bezel on the 6? I do, but this is very good as well. So the transition, I have gotten through that transition Very happy with this product, how it is. I had the 5, the Watch 5, that had the digital rotate. Well, it had a digital, you could put your finger around the edge and it would actually, you know, do the act as the rotating bezel. It's not like what this is here. This is the first watch that I've had that I've actually felt comfortable with taking it into the pool, having it on my arm, being able to not worry about the watch getting wet. I know the other ones had a waterproof on it. Great product itself, but I feel very comfortable wearing this into the pool, not having to worry about it getting damaged or anything. So the transition for the rotating bezel, I'm very used to this now. That was my biggest concern on why I might have traded this back in or returned it. And I'm not returning it. So this is a 47mm watch. It comes in 3 different colors. You got white, you got gray, and you got silver. I have the gray, and the gray is a very nice look. I'll probably be getting another third-party watch band on here to make it a little bit more classic looking, but very great watch here. The Samsung watch has a new quick button on the side. It's got your home and back buttons as well, but they did add a new feature, the quick button. For me, I go ahead and hit that and it opens up my exercise, and then I do which exercise I am actually doing, whether it be walking or running. But that is a very cool feature on that, very quick, and you can end it really quick. Screen brightness on this has 3000 nits for a watch. That is pretty amazing. During the daytime, I can look at my time, my screen, and I can definitely see it. I don't have any issues with the brightness outside, and then having a little bit of a problem reading my watch. This handles great during the daytime. Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. These things are amazing. I am really happy with this purchase. They got great sound. When I'm talking on the phone, my wife, the other person on the other end, can definitely hear me a lot better. They're probably the best call quality buds that are here from Samsung, and I'm gonna blame it on the blade, because the blade here is a little longer, closer to your mouth for an earpiece on that. But these things here are amazing. I'm very happy with them. The sound quality on this is awesome. You can actually go in and you can actually customize your sound as far as tweaking it, equalizing it. You've got some presets, and then you can do a little custom. So I did a preset, and then I ended up doing my own little custom, changing some of the EQs. I believe there's 9 channels on there for equalizer. You can go ahead and mess around with the sound, but it's very nice. Excellent quality of sound. I'm very happy with the ambient noise on here, noise cancellation. Cutting my grass, I can go out there and actually listen to the music, and it stays pretty solid in the ears for my riding experience. I'm not losing them. I don't feel like I'm gonna lose them. So I hear some people, everybody's ears are different. So the last couple of buds I've had from Samsung have all fit my ear very well. I can change the tips out. The tips here, for me, I have an issue trying to take the tips off, but my wife, she can get them on and off with no problems. I really like the way they feel in my ears. One of the things that I really like about the earbuds as well, this is more for like if you lose your buds or anything, but I really like that you can have, there's a LED lighting on here, a strip lighting. To activate those, you have to have these out of the case, and then you just press on the corners here and they should slide up here. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that as well, but these are lit up very, I have them on a blinking pattern. Some people have been saying one side's brighter than the other, this and that, but I just think it looks cool. So this is more for when you put them in the case, they do activate, they light up real quick and then turn off. When you do have these in, they're gonna stay lit, so it kind of gives you an indicator that, you know, you're listening to something maybe. They don't change colors, they don't do beats to the, they don't do a pattern beat. You can do steady, fade in, or you can do a blink pattern. I believe I have mine on the blink pattern right now as well. So, but very cool. Once you put these back in, and then they will shut off, put them back in the case, they will shut off. And then when you take them out again, you would have to activate if you wanted to have these on the LED light on the blade itself, if you wanted to have them active, you would go ahead again and press both of them at the same time, and then they would turn on. At first I had a little bit of an issue, but now I've got it down pat. I've had these things for probably about a month, and I am very, very happy with them. So with this, I always do a pre-order to get the best buy on this. They were actually $199, and right now they're $249, but I did a pre-order. They were $199. I got $100 to do my trade-in for my Galaxy Buds Pro 2. So I ended up getting a $100 credit. So these cost me $99. It did come with a case. The case is very cool. Samsung, if you're listening, the bottom of the case obviously gets you so you can actually, your charger goes there. But here's your Bluetooth. If you want to pair the Bluetooth, you want to put these speakers, you want to put these buds with something else. Here's your pairing button. Bottom of the case doesn't have that. So maybe next time for the next year's model, maybe if they're still gonna do a case, maybe make that hole a little bit bigger so that once you put the case in there, you can go ahead and now I don't have access to the Bluetooth button. So, and I do use this quite a bit just in case these drop out. I've got a little extra protection. Now, the only thing that's not good is wireless charging. When the extra case is on, I can't get wireless charging with this. I just can't get it. Some other people have said that that it happens. I know I can charge these without the case on the wireless charger, without this extra case. I'm talking about the key case here. So it's a little extra protection. I like the fact that you have a clip here. You can't just open these up. You have to push the button and this opens up. You can get right to the buds. But wireless charging is not available with this case on. Okay, guys? So if I want to do any wireless charging, I have to take this extra case off, and then I have the case that is obviously the manufacturing case, and then I'm able to do wireless charging, or I just go ahead and use the cord provided. One other thing I wanted to mention, the Galaxy Watch 7 is not compatible to be charged with your phone. Okay, the back of the sensor here, they got new sensors in the back. The back of this is not able to do any wireless charging with your cell phones. You know how you've got the other phones, you can charge your devices and do power sharing. Not available with this. The sensors, I guess, in the back, something with the new sensors that they have are causing it not to happen. So just a little heads up with that. Not that I ever really use that as much, but just something worth to note on that. Now, the Galaxy Ring. This thing, I've been waiting for this thing. I've been watching Samsung. I've been very excited to get it. This ring is very cool. Mine, the size is 11. I have it on my index finger. You put this in the case. The case is a beautiful case. This thing looks awesome. The case here, it's very, very cool. It's got a battery in there too as well. What's really cool about it is once I put the ring in there, you can actually see that the circle, on the outer circle, actually turns black. And I believe that turns the color of every single ring. So if you have the gold one, if you have the silver one, it's gonna show that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm gonna close this up and now look at it. So once you put the ring in there, the outer circle becomes black. It's very cool. I have not charged this yet. I charged it when I first got it to 100%, and then I've had this on since the 13th, and today is I think it's the 19th today. So I've had it on for a couple of days, still have battery life on it. So the battery life on this thing is awesome. I found it, the very first day I put it on, I found it to be a little uncomfortable because it's not a big ring. It really isn't. And I haven't had any other smart rings that I can compare this to. But this ring here, it's very smooth, titanium feel to it, titanium look. I have done a couple of different things using this, grabbing onto things, and there are no marks on it that I can see. It's a great ring, and it only took me a day to get used to my ring on my finger. So with that being said, After the next day, I was like, I really don't feel it on too much anymore. I do when I close my fist here, I can definitely feel the ring on my finger because the way this closes here versus this one here, because it is a little thicker there, but the ring I really like. The one thing I have to talk about is I really don't know, because I'm always wearing my watch, I don't know if my ring is actually working. I know it is. There's been a couple of nights I haven't worn my watch to bed for whatever reason. Normally I wear the watch because I want to get all the data and all that other stuff. When I didn't have my watch on, sleeping on this thing is very accurate. I made sure I took a look at the time to see what time I went to bed, seeing what time, if I had to get up in the middle of the night, I looked to see what time it was, and then when I did wake up, I did check all those, and the ring was spot on. If I went to bed at 12:30 at night, it said I went to bed at 12:38, 12:39, so take a couple minutes to go sleeping, to fall asleep. If I say woke up in the middle of the night, say at 3 o'clock, it did show that I woke up, and if I woke up at 8 in the morning, it showed that I woke up at 8. If you have the Watch 7 Ultra, or you got a Galaxy Watch, and you have the ring, they're supposed to like work together. It's the watch that takes over first, then the ring, I believe on that. Is the ring worth $399? If you have the $649 watch and the $399, I didn't pay those. Samsung didn't sponsor me on this, but I did trade-ins. I did the pre-orders with this. That's how I saved a whole bunch of money. I did have to trade in my other devices, not on this one, not on the ring. I didn't have anything to trade in on that. But with that being said, that's what I take advantage of, are the pre-orders with Samsung. I make sure I get on that right away so I can get the best deal. Samsung always offers some kind of discount and then your trade-in, and they give you the best trade-in for the pre-orders. So, but $649, $399, would I pay those two prices up front? No, I'd probably buy one or the other if I didn't have a trade-in on that. I'd probably go with the watch because I really like the watch. The ring, I would definitely get the ring because if you don't like wearing this, it's a big watch. If you don't like wearing watches to bed, I don't mind wearing watches to bed. My wife, on the other hand, doesn't wear her watch to bed. So maybe the Galaxy ring would be a perfect thing for her if she wanted to have the tracking going on throughout the night, see what she's doing, how much sleep she's getting, how many times she's awake, snoring, all that good stuff. And you have to have a Galaxy. If you're gonna have some of these devices here, you have to have a Galaxy phone as well to go ahead and have all some of these things 100% interact with each other. I do have all three products, all three wearables this year from Samsung, and I'm very happy with all three. I'm very happy with the buds. Couldn't say anything more better about these buds. The watch, I got over the rotating bezel because of how this feels, the vibration, and again, if you go ahead and listen, you're not going to be able to hear this, but it's very quiet, but the rotating, you can actually hear a little bit of the clicking and the vibrating. It vibrates when the vibration is very small, but when you're doing the rotating, you actually feel a little bit of the vibration. And then the ring, very happy with this year. So I am keeping all the product, okay guys? That is something that I'm very happy with. Again, I've taken advantage of the pre-orders. I've taken advantage of the sales that Samsung has had. So with that, they've made it a little bit more affordable to have all three new wearables for 2024. Please feel free, if you have any questions, comments, or any experiences that you have, please leave them in the comments below. I try to get to all my comments. And here's another video for you to check out right here. And be safe out there, guys. I hope to see you in the next video.